see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. So Sam Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Watson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, what a move. Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Watson. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42, Spider.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good timing on the quick out. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's got him. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
That's caught. It's Gandy. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Cricket.
Looking for a gap. It's Givens. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Louisiana Tech, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for them to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
The Bearcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defensively, I know what they want to do here, right? They're backed up. Do they want to pass the football? No, because they don't want to get hit in the backfield with the quarterback and give up a safety. So I know they want to run the football, give them some breathing room to call some other plays. That's why I can be a little bit more aggressive. Really good job by the defense being aggressive.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's third and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Using his legs, it's Porter. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught close to the marker, it's Burns. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Good enough for a first down.
They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Watson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Gandy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Given. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a really good job on 4th down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss, a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of downs for this offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, better look out! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. The give on the inside.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pressure coming. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Touchdown, Bearcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Watson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for room, it's Gibbons. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Jackson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for your Bulldogs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Caught over the middle. It's Reed. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Back to pass, it's Watson. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got to...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense in an empty set. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Sam Houston.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Sam Houston! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll start this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Watson. Snagged out of the air. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Picks up 9. Make some noise. Get on your feet. Get loud, Bulldog fans.
They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his man. It's Gandy. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage,
look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Bearcats! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was... He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The short hands. It's Finley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Steps away. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
38, Louisiana Tech, 35.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, and listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Watson. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Birch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. He slides that just inside the right upright. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Here's a heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
To throw, it's Watson. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first.
Beck's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this all.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT. 2nd overtime, and they'll have to go for 2.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now he's looking to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The tension The intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Got it! He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decided in overtime, crushing loss.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David